That's you too, and still haven't found what I'm looking for. I'm 69 years old.
Don't worry, all men are like that. That song is dedicated to all men, okay?
Still haven't found what I'm looking for?
Yeah, really. I can tell him, I tell my husband it's in the drawer on the left side, the back corner or whatever, and he still can't find it.
I
so
love
it's
the
okay.
simplicity of your thoughts.
No, this is really...
most men, when you say, I haven't found what I'm looking for,
Oh.
they think women. You think about what's in the drawer.
No.
You're the only one, no?
Okay, I'm super innocent. Right?
Yes, you are.
Yes,
absolutely.
yes, okay.
Brought up in a convent, right?
No.
Okay.
But I have a lot of natural Catholic guilt.
Oh, Catholic guilt!
That's
Oh my God! We gotta talk about that one day.
Hey!
Lavinia's Catholic guilt.
Hey!
4 kids.
Yeah. I was born to be a Catholic.
Talk about
and
a practicing Catholic.
Yes. See, don't lah. Now my two guests are a bit nervous right now. Don't worry. We will not make you confess. Accept the goodness that we can find over at Kwaasong. We are so pleased to welcome into our studios. We've got the Kwaasong Bakehouse founder and CEO Wei Jie, as well as the business development manager Dennis. Welcome, guys. Hello.
Thanks
Good
for joining us,
morning.
guys. So, Kwaasong, you bake the best artisanal French pastries.
Yes.
Buttery, flaky croissants, fresh batons. You have savory folds. Did you come up with the name because no one knows how to pronounce croissant?
Good morning, all. Thank you so much for having us here. We're so fortunate to be here, right? Croissant was one of those light bulb moments, right? When we were thinking of how do we bring a little bit of Singaporean into this quirky French word, right?
Yeah.
And you know, one fine day we were just chatting in Hokkien, and the word kind of like just popped up, right? Essentially, there is a meaning to it, right? So in Hokkien, right, for the Mandarin is kan shuang, and Hokkien is pronounced as Kwaasong. And that is how the name naturally came in, because it actually sounds like the French word croissant.
Right, but what does it mean?
Right. So in that word itself, it actually means that when you look and you feel how awesome it is. And what we really want to bring to our customers is that the fact that you can look into our efforts, look into our bakery, our central kitchen, and the kind of artwork that we want to bring across to our consumer.
Nice.
I really like it. You know, I think already the name in itself, what a wonderful coincidence, right? That in Hokkien, it means a treat for the eyes, right?
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what we do when we step into the bakehouse. It's like, oh, right?
Light bulb moment.
Nice.
Do you have the music too?
I can provide for you. Later you record on your phone, okay?
So where are you guys located?
Okay, so we are located at 2 Central Boulevard at IOI Towers. It's right opposite Lau Pa Sat, and also at Guaco Towers, right?
Okay.
When you turn left into Tanjung Pagar MRT, you can see us right there.
Oh, right.
Yes,
So Guaco Towers and IOI Towers at Central Boulevard.
That's right.
Yep. Okay.
So you guys are known for your premium bakes, but what do you guys do differently that you feel makes your products stand out from the rest?
Right. Essentially, I think this goes back to a little bit of story that we have, right? Yeah. So, like for myself, I actually spent some time working in Melbourne, right? And it's every Saturday I have that beautiful pastries and coffee, right?
Yeah.
And after spending 2 years working there and come back, I was looking for that moment that I missed in Melbourne. So when we set this up, the thoughts of it go back to the fact that we wanted to bring the taste of French pastry. So I think what really sets us apart is the fact that we actually use French butter, right, to put our bakes together, and from there really bring out the best of that buttery flavor to our consumers.
It makes a difference, it really does make a difference.
Absolutely.
All right, we are going to head on to our Facebook Live. Come and join us, because if you answer a question on our Facebook Live, you might just win for yourself tickets to the spice mixing workshop that we have happening very soon from GS Spices, that is worth $165. Come and join us.
The Morning
Alrighty, so yes, if you would like to win for yourself that bundle of 3 tickets to the spice mixing workshop with Gia Spices, of course we had the master come in. It's worth $165. This workshop is going to be held on the 31st of October at 7:30 p.m. at SPH, and you will learn, they're going to share their knowledge about, the different kind of spices and what kind of wonderful combinations you can do in order to, bring your marinades and more, your cooking to the next level. Head on over to Gia, that's GEYASpices.sg to find out more.
There's a question scrolling across the bottom of the screen, okay? Just answer that question. Those prizes could be yours. Okay, so you guys come under F&B.
Yeah.
It is a tough industry. What does a day look like?
for you guys?
Ooh, it's usually starts out at 12 midnight when we start to do our bakes.
No, are you serious?
Yeah, so
Yes.
we really ensure quality in our bakes, so we bake it fresh on that day itself. So it starts off at 12 o'clock. Yeah, 12 midnight.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good Lord,
that's
so you start
dedication.
at 12?
Yeah.
Then you open and you sell, and I take it the baking continues.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It never really stops.
Wow.
What time do you guys close up?
Yeah.
So I think it depends on which operations. Just think of it like a military clockwork operations, right? So you have the kitchen trying to churn things out,
Yeah.
right? Making sure it's absolutely fresh for the day. Then
Sure.
we have the delivery guys who bring it to the cafe and the kiosk that you
Yeah.
guys know
Right.
earlier
Yep,
on,
yep,
right?
yep.
From there, the stores probably operate all the way to 4, right? So
Sure.
you have your breakfast, your lunch, and after lunch coffee.
Wow.
But is there a chance that the kitchen just keeps on going, just keeps on?
Well, it depends. So on good days like this, like the seasonal affairs, the
Yes.
festivals like Chinese New Year or Christmas, I think this can go a little bit crazy, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
So we've got some additional resources and
Yeah,
coming to
sure.
turn this sometimes easily 18 hours a day if we really want to put it through.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness, that is dedication. You know what? The next time I go into Kwaasong, right, I hold a pastry, a tear will fall. No? Just thinking about the hours and the hard work from your team that goes into each piece.
When our guys were at your outlet the other
Yes.
day for World Bread Day, you guys launched a new bake. What was that?
right.
Oh, yeah. So we kind of launched focaccia.
Oh.
So why we call it focaccia is like powers, yeah.
But,
Powers, yeah.
Powers, yeah, like
Oh,
the
that's
focaccia.
yeah.
So,
You know
so
what?
it's the same
Points for
wordplay that we
that.
have in all our croissants and all our naming conventions. So we have this Singaporean twist right there. Yeah.
but I
it.
like that, you guys just have it's a little bit tongue in cheek, involving that Singaporeanness, everyone, I bet when, they're going around picking up their pastries, they're having a little chuckle. You know what I mean? Because it sounds
Absolutely.
like, right? I like that.
Yeah.
Very
I
nice,
think it's
very
about
nice.
connecting as well, right?
Yeah, I think so. When it comes to baking, right, there are all the traditional baking methods. How do you keep things fresh and innovative, but stick to those traditions?
Yeah, I think what's cool about it is the fact that we do take back customer feedback, right? So it's not about baking the really traditional croissants that you know, but sometimes you have a cheeky customer or friend who comes in and say, do you want to try doing this or try doing that? So we do pick up some of these ideas and embed it into our products, right? So like, for example, we were making Bitcoin cookie the other days, right? Or we were testing out new flavors just because a customer suggests. So it's really about, the people around us and trying to make everyone have some fun about the whole process.
That's interesting. You said
Yeah.
you test things out. How do you test something out?
Yes.
Do you test it among yourselves, or what do you do?
So there is a little bit of amongst ourselves at the start, right? So there are times when I do like 20 tasting a day. They will give us large varieties, right? It's kind of cute, right? And once we get it to a little bit of a good shape and form, then we'll invite our close friends and family to, hey, would you want to check it out for fun, right? And see if you like it, give us some feedback. So it's a little bit of a reiterative process, and we hope that goes a long way to, get the right products that people really like to them.
Nice.
I'm looking at the camera. This is going out to all my friends. What have you done for me lately? Why y'all don't ask me to taste test your bakes? Do you even bake? I want to make new friends with Wei
yes.
Jie and Dennis. Okay?
So when our DJ was there, Kyle, he said the Kaya Croissant.
Oh.
He said that's the big one for him. For someone visiting you for the first time, what would you recommend? What's a good try?
So for the sweet series, we call it the sweet and savory, right? So we have sweet. Usually, of course, first thing is the kaya, and then for the slightly older ones, those little
It's okay.
old
You
office
can
ladies,
you,
right?
you can call us old. It's
no,
okay.
no.
It's
No,
okay.
the old office ladies, right?
But I'm
We'll
here.
go like.
Yes, I'm listening. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will usually recommend them the onigiri, which is the taro or mochi onigiri.
Oh, okay,
So it really reminds them of oni. Yeah.
Oh, I
Oni.
like that. That sounds very good indeed.
That
I
does
like
sound
yeah, I
good.
like
Yeah,
yam.
yam,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Then for the after lunch crowd.
So the taro and the kaya has a huge following, right? Because we kind of achieve the fact that it's not that sweet, a nice little blend
Sure,
with the pastry,
sure.
and we start to see a little fan club around the both of them. I would say it's
so
competing between
cute.
kaya and taro, to be honest.
Wow.
How big is sourdough with you guys? Because to me, sourdough is the ultimate bread. God gave us that. It's
Wow,
the
how to
ultimate
fight
bread.
after that
It's the
statement?
ultimate bread. How popular is sourdough these days?
Size-wise, the sky is the limit. I'm just joking, right?
Yeah.
But essentially, I think there's a huge growing, right? I think there's more and more demand, especially in CBD. People are looking for something that's healthier, right? So we do see the rise in numbers. The honest truth is, I think there's not enough sourdough going around, and in fact, for a lot of restaurants themselves, they have reached out to us to say, hey, can you support us with our sourdoughs, right? So essentially, we see that to be growing more and more popular in Singapore.
Yeah, I think what killed the sourdough was we got over COVID-19. Because you remember during COVID-19, everybody on Instagram was baking sourdough.
Oh,
Yes,
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 exactly,
yes.
man.
Everybody
A
was
lot of
doing
pop-up
it.
sourdoughs,
That is true,
essentially.
Yeah, a lot of it was rubbish, but they did it. You know,
Well,
because it's not easy to do.
It's not.
It's not.
Yes.
It's not.
So we got our German friends to come and check it out, right? Just to validate it, right?
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
Because we
And
want to
what
make
was-
sure it's
what
not a
was
bunch
their-
of
what were
agents
their
doing it
thoughts
ourselves.
about it?
Yeah. So they
Or
used
what
to tell
did they
us.
share, or like, you know?
Honestly, it started as a little conversation. It was like, hey, it's pretty soft in Singapore. How do you guys even make bread, right? So I said, why don't we do something for you and you tell us if it works, right?
Okay.
So I
Okay.
think we got a bit of their inputs, and I think we managed to get to something that they are happy, essentially, to have it and buy home as well, right?
So that was the seal of approval.
That's interesting. So
Yeah.
sourdough is German.
That's for my friends who have mentioned it, right?
Oh,
it's
right.
where they have it at home all the time.
All
right?
the
So
time.
they
Yeah.
really
Okay,
miss
okay.
it.
Common.
Yes.
The Germans are interesting, huh? Sourdough, sauerkraut.
Crab sour.
Everything's sour.
At least they're not bitter people.
Yeah,
They're
that's
just
true.
a bit sour.
Yeah, because I don't know whether anybody wants bitter dough.
Bitter
you know.
dough.
I
Yeah,
don't
you're right.
think so. That might not be what people are looking for.
Alrighty, so we are going to head back in a bit. We've got a few more questions. We might even have a chance to play our quick fire round as
Yes.
well as a fun thing. Don't worry, guys. Don't be nervous. But once again, the two locations where you can find them, head over to IOI Central Boulevard or even the Guaco Tower and pick up those wonderful pastries right now even. No, after the interview. You go after it.
Yeah, after the interview, definitely.
All right, heading back on air.
Tasman Archer for you on the morning drive. Thanks for having us on. We're live on Facebook and on our YouTube channel, and we're talking all things bread.
Alrighty, so I want to ask you. Okay, there's if there's one message you would love for our listeners, future customers of yours, even to take away from Kwaasong, what would that be? Let's both of you can answer. Maybe we start with Dennis first. Or
Wow. I would say savor every bite. Yeah, savor every bite. Enjoy every sip. What we have from our coffee.
I have questions about the coffee, but Wei Jie?
Yeah, no, essentially it's all about warmth and smiles, right? So when we were kind of building out this concept, it's the fact that, so I actually work in the capital markets in town, right?
Right.
And we have those, very tired, boring afternoon meetings, and you just wish there's something awesome over there,
Yeah.
right? So I think if we can put warmth and smiles on people's face, that's kind of what we want to do.
Oh, I think they're doing so.
They are.
With the how cute and cheeky those names are, with the localization for each of your pastries, I think, people can have that slight little chuckle as well. So I do remember that, Wei Jie, you actually spoke about like how this whole idea for Kwaasong came about. You came from Melbourne, you missed having that really good pastry, good cup of coffee. Would you say you've achieved that right now with Kwaasong?
Yeah, I think we work substantially hard, and I think we are pretty much almost there. But again, there's always room for improvement, right? And so we could take it one step at a time and trying to bring it to the next level, essentially.
So no need to go back to Melbourne anymore. Huh? Who cares about Melbourne?
Oh,
right?
maybe they have to come here now.
Oh, nicely
Come on down.
done there. Yeah.
Ever thought of combining the whole coffee element?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, one can't go without the other if you think
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
I mean, the reason why I kind of also started as well is you either find really good coffee or really good croissants in Singapore when I was back, and I was like, why can't we just have two in one
Two in
place?
one, yeah.
Essentially, so that's kind of how it started.
Yeah.
A tall order to claim that you've achieved that with both the croissant and also the coffee and the pastries. Ooh.
Well, we try.
Do you proudly proclaim it here?
Of course.
Of course.
On record?
Bring out
Right
the
there.
Singapore element as
Wow.
well. Absolutely.
So
Okay.
here's the question. When one eats bread, butter or olive oil?
Depends.
Hey, why must
I know sourdough needs to be olive oil,
Yeah.
right?
With balsamic.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it depends on who you ask, right? If you ask a Wei Jie, then I personally lean towards the butter side of things, right? It butters up my day.
Yeah,
I am a
right.
butter bandit myself.
But I know saying this, I have a lot of other friends who will be like, "Hey, Wei Jie, watch what you say, man. The olive oil gang, you know."
Yeah.
When you get good olive oil, I can see why
Exactly.
some people are such, like, cultists even about
Absolutely.
like whole bread and olive oil.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Ooh.
Do you have anything for kids? This is from our Facebook. Do you have anything for kids at Kwaasong?
Yeah. Actually, we do have things for kids, like for example, our fruit batons. Yeah,
that
there are
sounds
little blueberry batons and also the strawberry batons.
Oh.
Yeah,
For
so
those who are
kids
not
really
sure,
like that.
explain a baton.
Okay, a baton is basically a baton.
So think about
like
that.
a
Both
bread
boat
crust.
crust,
Yeah, yeah.
where
like a
you
boat
can
shape
put
crust.
different types of filling within this little boat, right?
Yeah.
And in the fruit baton, we have blueberries and strawberries, right? But if I recall, last Saturday, there was
Yes.
this little kid who ran in our shop. He was like, "I want to go to the Goggle brand. Can I have the egg tart, please?" Right? So we have this very sweet, very nice egg tarts, fragrant, right? And the kid was just jumping on it. So I think that's great for kids too.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay.
So they do have quite an array. I think it's safe to say Kwaasong is for the whole family, all ages, coffee lovers or not, you would definitely find something that you will
Absolutely.
enjoy over at Kwaasong.
So you guys have opened the place up. How do we pronounce it? Is it pronounced croissant? Croissant? How do you pronounce it?
It's anything that makes you heartwarming. But where we started is actually Kwaasong.
Yeah.
Which is the proper Hokkien pronunciation.
Right.
Yeah, I can see how
Yes.
with that infliction, it's Kwaasong.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it's literally Kwaasong.
You know what? Whoever who says it the Hokkien way, right? Which
Yeah.
is what your
Extra
is named
bonus,
by.
man.
Yeah.
100% cultural appreciation, man.
Yes, that's right, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Think about it. That'd be quite hilarious. Right?
Okay, we're going to do a very quick fire round
Yes.
to conclude our interview this morning. What's one thing people usually get wrong about bread or baking?
Ooh, the time taken for baking.
As in, people think
It's fast, but it's
but
actually
it's
very
not.
long.
Yeah, they come in the morning. Can I have it in the afternoon? Or like,
And they're
hey,
like-
I don't think that's how it works, right?
If you want it bad,
it's
you
a
have it in the
3 days
afternoon.
process, literally.
3 days?
It's a
3
3
days
days
process.
process,
Talk
literally,
us through.
right?
What do you mean by 3
Yeah,
days?
so
What takes 3 days? The dough takes
the
3
dough
days.
preparation, get it pulled, lamination. So there's a whole process behind it that takes
Yep.
about 2.5 days. So we need 3 days to get it right, essentially.
goodness.
Yeah, so the
Wow.
conception is that after I'm done with the dough, then I can straight away do the lamination, I can straight away do the baking and the proofing and all that stuff. No,
that
you need to let
is-
the dough rest itself.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so that you let the bacteria actually cultivate
Sure,
inside the
yeah,
dough.
sure,
yeah,
sure, sure.
yeah. A lot
Then
of
you get
people
better
just think,
flavour and
yeah,
all
exactly.
Yeah,
then you bring
because
out
we're not
the
one of
flavour.
those where you make and you keep it in the fridge for a week and you just pull it out, right? It's not
Yeah.
like that. We actually make it fresh. So you can't just pull the rabbit out of the hat, essentially.
So to that person who said like, okay, I'm here in the morning, can I have this for the afternoon? What do you guys say to that person? Go away, is it?
Absolutely not.
No,
we'll
no,
find
no,
for
no,
you
no.
from the other store if there is additional. But
Yeah.
you know what? Why don't I order for you 3 days ahead of time today?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're slowly educating everybody that good bread especially, takes
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sourdough or croissant?
Oh,
Ooh,
Come on.
Sourdough when I talk to you.
wow, look at him trying to butter up FDA.
Absolutely.
croissants for me. Yeah.
Croissant, okay, and
Yep.
so okay, like if you're not talking to FDA, it'll be croissant. So, okay,
Yeah, croissant.
Absolutely, croissant.
I'm a croissant person.
Big fan. I have
Okay.
have
One a day.
Ah,
Okay, final question, and then we've got one from Facebook. Complete the sentence. A day without bread is
Torture for me.
torture.
Yeah, torture. Because I'm a bread kind of person. I'm not
Really?
a rice noodle kind of person. Yeah, I
So-
mainly eat bread.
So
Yeah.
even not just in the morning, you might possibly have bread with your other meals
Yep,
as
correct.
well.
Lunch, dinner. Sometimes when I'm really too tired, just can't think of anything to tapao back from the hawker center. I'll just have bread and
It is
tuna.
true. Actually,
Yeah,
that's true. That's
and it's
true.
so good.
It's easier.
Yeah.
What about
It's
yourself?
a day without smiles. Oh.
Ayo, that's
Right.
right. Ayo.
It's just a good, heartwarming thing to start your day, when
It
you have
is
that little
true.
bake.
It is
It
true.
is
I
amazing.
can't imagine what's
like
it like.
a good bake.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I tell you what, we're going to head on to our we're going to ask a question. This one is actually from our listeners. Do they ask kwasimi when they take your order? Like over at Kwaasong.
That would be interesting.
I do have once or twice, right? Some of the cheeky friends who come in,
No,
right?
that's hilarious.
Yeah, and some even engage us in Hokkien before. I'm just like this gentleman about 60 years old. It was like, oh, this is for Hokkien peng kind of stuff. Right? And I started speaking Hokkien, and then my front end staff couldn't actually manage the conversation. It was so cute. They thought it was Hokkien.
But basically, you're achieving what you set out to do. I mean, that was the reason why you chose using those Hokkien words to name your place. You know what? I definitely want to head on over. Come and head on over to Kwaasong. Remember, 2 outlets, IOI Central Boulevard as well as Guaco Towers. Guys, thank you so much for taking us
Thanks
through
so
all
much,
the
guys.
goodness over at Kwaasong.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Enjoy the ride. The right way to start your day. The Flying Dutchman and Lavinia.